Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, Papa Sama Reviews. So in this video, I'll be unboxing, building, and reviewing this Lego Technic 42156. So this is the Peugeot 9X8 24 hours Le Mans hybrid hypercar. All right. So it contains about 1,775 pieces. This set was released in May 2023. It's still available in retail. All right, but I believe it's soon going to be retired, probably by end of this year. And the retail price in Malaysia costs about 850 ringgit. All right. So if you can see here, the box art on the side here shows the some lighting effects. I believe that will be the set of the Lego set itself. All right, some map of the circuit, and you can see here at the back of the box shows the set itself. All right, it is a 110 scale model of the Peugeot from the LMH class of the World Endurance Championship. This will be the actual picture of the car. Okay, let's see if it's actually how does it aesthetically look, similar or not. Right, this is to be the size of the set. Right, 50 centimeters, about 13 14 centimeters in height. All right, so this will be the look of the complete set. All right, looks nice. I'm looking forward to build this. And all right, let us unbox this and see what is the parts inside. And we'll build it. And once it's finished, we'll review the set. All right, let's go. Okay, so we have completed the Lego Technic 42156, the Peugeot 9X8 24 hours Le Mans hybrid hypercar. Alright, with 1,775 pieces, I would say that the build is, to me, one of the not too tedious Technic build from my experience, because normally for Technic build, I always, you know, if you don't pay attention on the manual, you might wrongly put some parts, and then you have to disassemble it back. So it happens quite a lot for me. But for this particular set, I actually had it quite easy. Right, I learned my lesson like from the previous build experience, saying that for Technic build, you really have to be careful and take your time and don't rush it too much to finish the set, because the instructions manual for Technic sets are normally really articulate, and you need to pay very close attention to it. Alright, so anyway, the complete finish of the looks of the car, it looks nice. Alright, though the body, there are some Lego reviewer who's complaining about the color of the set, but to me, I'm still fine with the color. I mean, it does look like the actual Le Mans car that we've seen in the pictures, but they were right to say that the body itself, the external part, is heavily put on stickers on it. You see, there's a lot of stickers on the body itself. You see here, it's all stickers. So yeah, those parts is a bit of a, for me, I say annoying. I mean, I don't like stickers too much on Lego sets, but I do understand for supercars or racing cars, there's a lot of sponsorships on the especially a real racing car. So there's gonna be a lot of stickers involved. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that although the color is fine, but yeah, the body is heavily put on stickers. So yeah, and then the other part is say that this car doesn't have any windshield. Alright, just like any other Lego Technic. Alright, it doesn't have any gearbox. Alright, this is surprising, because normally Lego Technic, they do include a gearbox function, especially with this size of a car. I mean, I've seen smaller size Technic sets which has a gearbox function, but this one does not have, but only they have an engine function, which we can open from here. All right, this part easily open. All right, so from here you can see actually the V6 engine from here. All right, really nicely constructed. All right. Right, the typical Lego Technic creators, I mean, they always nailed it in the engine part function, which is really good. So normally this section will be the first build, the first few bags of the building manual. So yeah, the first few bags, normally that will be the most detailed one to get it right, especially on the engine part and all that. All right, so yeah, I mean, I really like how they make quite a functional and a movement of the V6 engine. All right, really nice on that. Yeah, this is his racing car. So that's my son asking, what is this? This is a racing car. All right. Yeah, this is a Tiger. All right. Yeah, Papa is reviewing this car. All right. So one of the parts that bothers me on the build is actually this part over here. Okay, this this whole part here. I went back and looked at the actual pictures and said there was a hole over here. It was like the real car actually has this kind of gap or hole over here. But I think that Lego does not, the aesthetic look on the finished on the Lego set version, I think they kind of make it look a bit funny. All right, because for Lego Technic, I mean, they already have for Lego Technic, normally there are gaps on the build. All right, so having this on the actual car, there's already has gaps, and then adding that Lego made it like they normally use, normally do with the gaps, it kind of looks a bit funny. All right, but I guess there's no other way that Lego can do with it, because the actual car does have this kind of look. All right, unless it's like a Lego, like say a Lego Creator Expert or Lego Icons, where they make a vehicle. That might, considering that for Lego Icons they do not have gaps too much on the build, so that might work. All right, so because having this bigger gap with other smaller gaps, it looks more like a skeleton car to me. All right, but that is how Lego Technics is, because they're not focusing more on the aesthetic look, although they do they do try their best to make as close as it is from the actual car, but they are more focused on the functionality of the inner part of the vehicle. Let's say the engine, or you have a gearbox, there'll be a gearbox. But for this car, they don't have a gearbox. They only have this common steering function, which is really good. Which I think this is something that they must have for the Lego Technic set, and also the engine part over here. So these are the two elements that have executed very well from the for this set by Lego. Other parts about this build, I have no complaint about it. Everything looks as it is. What is expected from a Lego Technic vehicle. All right, from this scale, I do see this is it is something that's really interesting. For me, it is something that you can display together with the 1/8 scale supercar line. The like the Bugatti Chiron and the Lamborghini Cayenne. All right, so you can. It's going to be slightly smaller, so it's 1/10, but it's still something that you can display, side by side. It doesn't look weird or anything. All right, so aesthetically, yeah, I really like it. To be honest, I'm not that familiar with Le Mans car. I do not watch the Le Mans race or anything, but looking at referring to the actual picture, if you look back, the proportion of the shape of it might look a bit different. Okay, you do see that this the part over here on the actual car looks a bit more lowered and flat, and this part over here, which is like what you call the driver's part, like the cockpit part here, is slightly higher. All right, but what Lego have made, I really think that this part over here is not. It should be higher. Or taller, what do you say, right? And the part over here, the body part over here should be much more flatter. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm just saying on the part that I look at the actual picture and comparing with the Lego set. All right, so this is what I thought it is. I see the actual vehicle has a bit of a higher dome or higher cockpit over here. Yeah, that's the only, like, when I noticed the difference from the actual car. But other than that, it still looks good. If a racing car, if you're not familiar of the let's say like the actual car, how does it look? It still looks good as a racing car. So meaning that if you put it on display with this, not many people who's familiar with the actual car, they will immediately say, wow, this is a nice racing car. So what it is a Le Mans hybrid car, hybrid supercar. So yeah, it's still good. It doesn't look weird or anything, or doesn't look like a totally it doesn't look like something that's not a Le Mans car. It does look, but it may be a slight, different shape or measurement difference from the actual car, but it still does look good. It looks good on display. So yeah, that's my thought. Knowing like myself, I'm not that familiar with the actual Le Mans car. When I finished the set, only that I noticed the difference when I look in the actual pictures. But when I finished the set, I was quite impressed on how it looks and how it's going to be, represented on display. So yeah. So overall, don't think too much about how it's similarity look on the actual Le Mans car. You're going to be happy just having this racing car built, and what the designer have made is a really nice Le Mans hybrid car. So everything's in proportion. I mean, the scaling and everything looks nice. All right, so they have only the stickers part, that is a bit annoying. And the front part, on the front part here, you can see there's some mechanical thing going on here. This be the really nice bit. So like I said, the only the only gripe that I had on this set is probably this part over here. I mean, it kind of looks a bit more skeleton-like. It make the Technic car more skeleton-like, but other than that, solid build, really good Technic use on the I had fun building it. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's for me, one of the biggest scale car that the easier, bigger scale car that I have built. I mean, I have experienced some other Technic builds which I have, midway I found out I wrongly assembled some parts and I have to take it off some parts back and put it back in. It's quite tedious and quite, I like Technic, Lego Technics, but after all the your experience of building Lego Technics, you will learn that you need to pay attention on the on the manual instruction. Really close attention to it. So that's my advice to people who's wanna not that familiar with. I mean, not that have if you're not experienced enough to don't have that much experience building Lego Techniques, and you want to build Lego Technic sets like vehicles like this, I would advise pay attention closely, really closely on the manual's instruction. It's really important because especially the first few bags, those are the parts where the engine is, and then the mechanical elements inside the set. Those are the things that you want to get it really correct and really pay attention on which part goes where, and because you don't want to end up reaching bag number 4, number 5, and it looks kind of funny, doesn't fit. It seems that you had it wrong in bag number 1, so it's crazy. It's gonna be crazy. All right, so overall I would say aesthetically good, experience built is really good. I definitely recommend this for any Lego collectors who like sports car, racing car, Le Mans. I mean, if you're an enthusiast of a Le Mans car and you're very familiar of the actual car and whatnot, you might be, maybe you're going to be a bit disappointed on the aesthetic look, but overall you'll be satisfied that in the end you do have a good looking racing car in this collection. Lego have made a nice build. I mean, almost perfect look, but not that much accurate in some scales. But if you just put aside on your on your thoughts on the actual car, you're going to be happy building this racing car and put it on display with the other sports car or racing car from Lego Technics. So I definitely suggest this. I would say the price of 850 ringgit might be a bit high for 1,100. I mean, it does feel like the supercar costs more than, it for 850 is about almost like half of the supercar. I mean, the supercar to me is really to me it's kind of overpriced. Depends, because I have built just 2 of it. I have all the supercars except the first one, but I have only built the Lamborghini Cayenne and also the Bugatti Chiron. From my experience, the price tag of 1,000, I think it was 1,006, 1,000, is a bit overpriced, right? So 850 for this kind of scale, 110 with all this not too much detail, I think it's a bit overpriced. I mean, it could be lesser than 100 ringgit, maybe it's about 700 ringgit. 600 plus. It should not go more than 800 ringgit. Definitely not 850. That's my opinion on it. But whatever it is, you pay for this. Hopefully you can get, if you're interested in it, you're gonna get, if you can get it less than 850, that would be a bargain. This is gonna be a really good build experience and also really good display. On your display set for supercars, you're gonna definitely enjoy it. Yep. All right, so that's my review of this car. I will give a rate about I would say 8.7 out of 10. I think that's good enough. I mean, it's everything is all good. I mean, that's a good it's a good build and everything. So 8.7 out of 10. Yeah, definitely recommend this for any racing car, or if you enjoy building Lego Technics supercars or big cars. This is definitely one that you need to have in your collection, and do try to get it as soon as you can, because I think it's going to be retiring by maybe end of this year maybe, because this is rumored to be retired. It's already in 2023 release, so probably it's going to be retired, but you never know. Maybe it still stick around the next year. We don't know. Lego has always changed their plans on that. So right, whatever it is, if you can get it below 800 ringgit, definitely grab it if you like it and you have the budget for it. Definitely recommend for any Lego Techniques and Lego racing cars fans. All right, so thank you so much again for watching till the end of the video. Hope to see you again on the next video of me reviewing my other Lego collection or any other toy collection. All right, enjoy my shorts, which I try to post every day. And thank you for all the support, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't, and it really motivates me to do more videos and all that. All right, so assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day, happy building, goodbye.